Hello friends, as you are aware, the situation which is going on in the entire world, and it's all due to novel coronavirus. So everything is changing, the work style is changing, the method of studying is changing. So as we are expecting the writing essays of IELTS and PT will be changing in future. So now when you are going to appear for the exam, you might guess essays which are related to coronavirus. Okay, so from today onwards I am going to make a series of essays, and all these essays would be focusing on coronavirus, and there are several topics that I have prepared and predicted also you will be coming across in your final exams in your IELTS and PT, whether you are taking this exam in India, Australia, Canada, USA, New Zealand, whatever the country may be, but you will be expecting these kind of topics. Okay, so today I am just going to start with the topic 1, and every day you will be getting a video on different type of topics. So make sure now, if you are writing, if you are appearing for your final exams, obviously the ideas that you are putting into the essay is gonna change. Okay, so just change with the mindset that you were having earlier and you are having now. So the first essay in the series of that we have taken today is, even after the tremendous advancement in the field of medicine and technology. So obviously you cannot deny the advancement that medicine and technology has made in itself. Even after all such advancement, people are unable to get a vaccine for coronavirus so far. So far means till date. So till today, it's been, if I talk about, it's already been like 7 to 8 months for the outbreak of this disease. So even after, for a long time, people are unable to get a vaccine for that. Many people think that the world has to learn to live with coronavirus by the time the vaccine is invented. So obviously, as everybody is asking, that we have to learn to live with this virus. So that is the same situation in my country, India, and if you are there in any other country, so in many of the countries the situation is same. Obviously, and we cannot forget to appreciate the countries which have controlled this disease. Okay, but still the countries where we have this problem, we have to learn to live with it. So what is your opinion about it? What is your opinion means? Now you need to mention your opinion. What do you think? What will happen? So how can people really live with this disease in future? So the introduction we have, I have just tried to prepare your introduction, that is a customized one, and it will target 7.5 to 8 band. So if you are aiming 7.5, 7, 8 band, you can really prepare these kind of introduction. But if you are just expecting like little less than that, you just need a 6 band. So I'll be explaining it into the simple language. So this simple way of explaining the things will help you to frame your own introduction. Otherwise, since I have discussed all the formats previously, so you can just pick introduction from any of the format that would suit into that. So let's discuss the introduction now. Researchers are all across the globe are putting their endeavors to prepare a vaccine against novel coronavirus. So researchers all across the globe are putting their endeavors. So putting their endeavors means they are putting their efforts, they are trying their best that they can do. So putting their efforts to prepare a vaccine against novel coronavirus. So that is the name of it. Instead of writing coronavirus, you should better write novel coronavirus, N capital Y, because this is the name of it. However, there is not any positive hope seen yet, even with the marvelous progression in the medicine and technology sector. However, if we say that we haven't seen any positive hope yet, till date we don't have any kind of optimism, okay, like we'll be getting this vaccine very soon. So no, we cannot really rely on these kind of hopes. With the marvelous progression, marvelous means splendid, excellent, and in fact in very simple language you can say very good. Okay, so for very good we have used this word marvelous. So with very good progression, development in medicine and technology sector, right? So this is just the introductory line. I hope this is clear to you that even like science, technology, medicine has improved a lot, then also people are unable to get a vaccine for it. Many people believe that everybody should accept this reality. So this is what the question says, and we are just modifying it, nothing else. Many people believe that everybody should accept this reality until the invention of the supreme vaccine. Until means by that time. So we just have to accept it by the time we get this vaccine invented. The following paragraphs would elucidate means explain. So the following paragraphs will explain my personal perspective. Perspective means opinion. So I hope this is clear. Introduction is always for 3 sentences. The first is the topic statement, means we are going to generalize the statement, then we rephrase the statement, and personal opinion. And this is what we have followed here. 3 sentences for introduction. Okay. So now we will see further. So we'll start the second paragraph with to begin with. Instead of to begin with, you can write to commence with. And now we are going to discuss what is our opinion, how the world can live with this coronavirus. So to begin with, the whole world lies frozen in lockdown. Lies frozen means sitting idle, doing nothing, just staying at home. So the entire world is having in the same boat. Then millions of people have lost their livelihood. So have lost their livelihood means they are now without jobs. Many of the people, they have been laid off, they don't have any job now, no earnings. So they are staying at home and totally free, totally idle, unoccupied. Breakthrough is required. Breakthrough means invention. So the invention of this vaccine is a dire need of the today's time. But vaccine, why? To mark the end of the crippling coronavirus pandemic. So to mark the end means to stop this spread of what? Spread of this disease, coronavirus pandemic. And crippling is what? Spreading slowly, something which is moving quite slowly, that is crippling. So this is a disease that started spreading in the slower speed, and now it has gained access to all the places. Okay, so here I have just given you the point so that you can make sentences by yourself. I have explained you the first idea, and this first point is the entire world is sitting idle, people have lost their job, and it is very difficult to sit idle, to live at home without work, just idle. So there is an urgent requirement of finding this medicine. The second point is vaccine production is a long process. So this is a long process means it requires a very long time, and it proceeds through myriads of trials. Myriads of trials means, as you know very well, that if a vaccine is invented, doesn't mean that I invented the vaccine and I distribute to everybody to use it. So that is not possible. When any vaccine is invented, it go through millions of trials. Because if only one life is taken due to the wrong vaccine, so that is inhuman. So the first, these trials are made upon animals. Okay, so this vaccine proceeds through myriads of trials. It forced them to learn living with the virus. Forced them means us, human beings. So this procedure is forcing us, this process is forcing all the human beings to live with this disease. Next, we can talk about another outlook is that, another outlook means another opinion is prevention is better than cure. So this is a proverb. Prevention is better than cure, and this is accepted by everybody. So it means like this is an overview of the situation, what is actually happening throughout the world, and by discussing this overview, now we have come to the point that why it is important for everybody to learn to live with this disease. Okay, so prevention is better than cure. So maintaining proper hygiene. Now we'll talk about how we can live with this disease. So we can maintain proper hygiene, the social distancing. This also seemed to be the sole weapon. The sole weapon, sole means the only. Okay, so this is to be the only weapon, just maintain the social distancing, then halt the proliferation of novel coronavirus. So all these things like maintaining the hygiene and social distancing, these can help to halt. Halt means stop, put an end. The proliferation means spread off. Okay, so if we follow the social distance, if we follow the hygiene means the spread of this disease will be controlled to a greater extent. So it is quite arduous task. Arduous task means it is a very difficult task. It is very difficult in fact to go through the procedure. And in longer term, considering the prevailing drop in the global economy. So it's all because of, you know very well, the global economy. The global economy has also dropped to a certain aspect. Shaken the roots of many businesses. So many businesses, they have lost their clients since people don't have money, people don't have work. So obviously the businesses, the big businesses, they are not getting the clients. Okay, so it is quite a threat for the global economy, for the many businessmen also. So virus has been observed mutating. Now the very serious concern we are having, this is forcing us to learn to live with it is that virus has been observed mutating. It has also observed that the different kind of strains of virus are found out in the different regions. So this is again a quite big concern for, and this shows the lack of optimism for developing a reliable therapy. So optimism means we have very less chances. So we cannot expect to find a vaccine very soon. Why? Because we have seen the different kind of strains for it. So it means it is very difficult to find a vaccine. So we just have to learn with it only. Okay, so I hope this is clear. When it is like what is your opinion, what is your opinion means you need to understand the situation and you need to exactly present the same situation in the answer sheet. So I hope this is clear. I have just tried to use vocabulary words so that you can understand it nicely. Before conclusion, you can just have a look on once again that how we have approached to the topic. This is how you can make the second paragraph, and this is what you can discuss in the third paragraph. So the second paragraph is we have given an overview of the situation, and in third paragraph we are just explaining why it has become a need of the day to learn with it. Now for the conclusion part, we can start like to conclusion. In conclusion or to conclude, the world has soon be able to stall the outbreak of this pandemic similar to other deadly infections in the past. So we'll soon be able to stall. Stall means stop, put an end. Okay, so very soon we are expecting, this very soon might be it will take a year or so, but then also considering like a duration, time duration, will definitely be asking, this is very soon be able to stall the outbreak of this pandemic similar to other deadly infections in the past. So in past also people have gone, like the world has gone through so many different kind of deadly infections, deadly diseases. So everybody has come out of it. But until then, social distancing and sanitization are the only norms to ensure healthy survival. So by the time we get the vaccines, we just have to focus on social distancing and sanitization. So these two things, social distancing and sanitization, they are necessary, they are incumbent for healthy survival. Okay, so I hope the topic is clear to you. And just stay with me, because in these days, as I told you, I'm making so many videos, so many video lessons for this essays related to coronavirus. So I hope this is now very clear to you. You can stay with me. All the best.